make a deal. And here's America's top trader, TV's big dealer, Monty Hall.
Thank you and welcome to the all-new Let's Make a Deal. Ready to go with these marvelous contestants and an audience just filled with excitement. And I start off with Marie Mao and George Mao, right? That's Mao, M-O-W, right? Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Mao, the time is now. I'm going to give you $400 in cash to start you off, and wait till you hear what's coming up. $200 for you, George, $200 for you, Marie. Now you have some money to spend, and you don't have to spend it if you don't want to, all right? But wait till you see the bargains we got on Let's Make a Deal. See the big box on the display floor that Maggie's showing us? You know what that sells for? $100. Would you buy it for $100? You mean you're thinking about it? Oh, sure, buy it. Listen, for $100 today, you can't even get a couple of gallons of gas. Buy it, buy it. What's in that box, Maggie? And back there for just $100, you got yourself a washer and dryer. Think about it.
The Speed Queen washer with stainless steel wash tub pushes more clothes through the water, pulls more water through the clothes. Plus matching gas or electric dryer built for today's kind of drying. Energy efficient from Speed Queen. The set retails for $899. And to use in that washer, Team. Specially formulated for the big switch to warm water washing. Now for whiter, brighter, more stain-free washes, switch to Team. The total value of this deal is $909.
For just $100. See? She was hesitating about buying it.
I never won anything.
You never won anything in your whole life? Well, you just did, right? Now, if you quit right now, you'd have $300 in cash and $900 in merchandise, and you could run home and say, I got $1,200 on Let's Make a Deal, right?
Right.
But there's another sale going on. Julie's got the box on the display for right now. It's a smaller box, but it also sells for $100. Anybody want to buy it for $100? George couldn't wait. George couldn't wait. What did George buy for $100? Look at that coffee and tea set. For just $100.
From Toll Silversmiths, the 7-piece Jack's Shepherd coffee and tea service, including coffee and teapots, warming kettle, creamer, sugar and waste bowls, and tray. All furnished by Toll Silversmiths. This 7-piece set sells for $450.
Look at that. Isn't that marvelous? About $1,300, $1,400 worth of stuff already, and just for $200 in cash, and you still have $200 left over. George said, I can't believe this is happening. It's happening, George. Now, curtain number 1, it sells for $200. George is so ready with his $100. Marie is hanging on to hers. I got a... All right. No, you keep what you've got. Right. For $200, what did they buy behind curtain number 1? And you've got yourself a stereo. And a garden tool.
Paramount's nylon cord trimmer with automatic line feed performs like a real pro. Trims around trees, fences, and under bushes. Finish fast with Paramount. And if you want a little music while you're gardening, turn on this Durham console stereo system from Electrohome. AM/FM stereo with 8-track tape deck, VSR record changer, and beautiful styling make it the perfect home entertainment center. This deal is worth a total of $748.
We're not finished. I wish we could just put a microphone on George and listen to his comments. I don't believe what's happening. I can't. This is incredible. I can't believe it. This is really happening. I can't. I won't say the other thing he said to his wife. A little privacy between them. But that's great. Well over $2,000 worth of stuff. And wait a minute. That's not all. Because I'm going to show you curtain number 2. We'll open up and show you part of that. And it starts off with luxurious carpeting, and then I'll offer you a deal.
$440 worth of Galaxy's most popular carpeting, Country Mood. It's soft, subtle, and beautiful. Features Scotch Guard and the Anso 5-year wear guarantee in 11 gorgeous colors only from Galaxy Carpet Mills.
You have $2,108 worth of merchandise right now. If you want to trade all of it back to me, I'll give you the carpeting and what's behind it.
Keep what we got.
George had an idea, but Marie said we're going to keep what we've got. They could have had this. Take a look at what you passed up. George says it could have been a trip. You're right, George. One for each of you. 2 old burros. And look at Chuck is trying to teach him the Mexican hat dance or something. Look at the way they're shaking. Look at the way they're leaving. Is this the Mexican hat dance? You watch out. One of those burros is going to step on your toes, and you're going to be dancing for a long time, Chuck. But that's not what you folks have, because you have your $2,108. Congratulations to you. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, George.
Terrific.
Right. You like this kind of fun? Well, we do, and we'll be right back with more of it in a minute.
Some of the cars for Let's Make a Deal are provided by Budget Rent-A-Car in Vancouver, featuring Ford and other fine cars. And Budget, you're number one with great service and great rates.
Thank you, Chuck. Little pricing war going on here. Little deal involving you two people. You stand up, please. Bonnie Soon and Bill Klassen.
Yes.
We're going to have a little competition. We'll ask you to price an item, and the one that comes closest will get $200. The other person will not. And that's the way it works. And the item is right here on Chuck's tray, and as soon as he catches his breath, why, we'll let him describe this first item for us. Okay, Chuck?
Sure.
This package contains 2 pair of knee-high stockings. They're legs wideband knee-highs with a reinforced toe. The wideband keeps them up comfortably. Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
You said it, not yours. All right, now a price on those, and this one should be easy for the lady, so we'll let her go first.
I don't wear nylons, but I'll say $2.
$2. What do you say, Bill?
$1.39.
And the price actually is $1.59, and the man wins the $200. Bill Klassen. Here you are, $200. Can I have that? Bonnie, now you do. Okay. Thank you. All right, stay there. Don't go away. You may be seated. You two people stand up right now. And I have Peachy. Hey, Peachy, turn around, face the camera, dear. That's it. The show is this way, not that way.
Oh, okay.
This is Peachy Urban. She's a city girl. Peachy Urban. Ray Newfield. Hi, Ray. How are things going? Not bad. All right. Yeah, I think it's the real thing. You know what I mean? It's the real thing. It's a violin. Yeah. All right, now, Ray and Peachy, item number 2. Let's price this one.
It's a package of 30 tablets of Modane laxative. For over 25 years, physicians and pharmacists have recommended Modane laxative tablets for irregularity, prompt, dependable relief overnight.
One that comes closest gets $200. Gentleman goes first.
$2.89.
And Peachy?
$2.50.
I'm sorry, Peachy, went the wrong way. It's more than $2.89. It's $4.59. $200 to the gentleman. The lady sits down with the item. There you go. All right. Bill, come down here. Bill, you may be seated. Bill and Ray. Now, in this little pricing deal, the gentleman triumphed, and we've got an all-male final here. Because you keep your $200, one of you will add $300 in cash if you come closest to this price. Chuck?
This is Betty Crocker's new cream cheese and nuts frosting mix. Real nuts, delicious cream cheese, taste for a special frosting treat. You and Betty Crocker can make someone happy.
Okay. All right, Bill, you go first this time. No, you go first, Bill. You have never gone first.
$3.
$3. Ray?
$3.59.
And $3.59, and the price is $124, and Bill Klassen wins $300 more. All right. Now, gentlemen, Ray, you have $200. Bill, you end up with $500, right? What's the matter? What's the matter, Bill?
I don't believe I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
I know, but I don't believe I did. Okay.
You know where you are, don't you, Bill?
No.
I got a kind of a feeling that you're like most referees that I know. They don't know what's going on either. I have a feeling that somebody in the audience knows that you're a real referee. Are you?
No, honest.
Oh. I think he is. And I think everybody back there knows it. It's interesting to see you here without your seeing-eye dog. All right. Here we go. Bill and Ray. Now, you have $200. You have $5. Ray, I'm going to let you buy something for $200. It's the box on the display floor. You want to buy that for $200? Yeah. Wait, don't buy it, and I'll give you another $100, and then you'll have $300. You're going to quit. You don't want the box. You take the other $100, and you finish with $300, right?
Okay, I'll take one.
I had my hand ready to give you another $100. He says no, he's going to take the box. Spends $300. And what is inside the box for Ray and Newfield? And he's got himself, oh, a magnificent, new, relaxing, reclining chair and television. Describe it, Chuck, please.
Well, that chair, an early disaster design, sprung its last spring. It'll fill any decor at the city dump and could be a collector's item, providing it's the garbage collector. And the TV set had a UHF, VHF, and an FOB. It could only receive soap operas and cried itself to destruction. Both of these items, by the way, were donated anonymously.
And you can understand why, but Ray, they all belong to you. Thanks for having fun with us on Let's Make a Deal. Bill, you have $500. That I can tell you. You got $500. He doesn't know how it happened, but he's got it. The $500 is all yours, and you could buy what's behind. Let's move right in here a little bit. You could buy what's behind curtain number 2, right over there. You want to spend $500, or do you want to keep your dough?
I'll go for it.
He goes for it. He knows what he's doing now. And he gives me back the $500. And what have we got for Bill behind door number 2? You won't believe it, but it's 3 big plush pups. Stuffed St. Bernards. And there they are. And they all go home to Bill. Well, think of it this way. For a few moments, you had $500, and now you got 3 big stuffed animals. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Peachy. Thank you, Bonnie. And we'll be right back with some bank rolls. And as promised, we return with 3 bank rolls, which I shall now hand out. A bank roll for James. All right. Right? And a bankroll for you, and a bankroll for you.
All right.
Please do not remove the elastic band from around that bankroll, because so far you know that you have a $20 bill plus what's inside. You have a $50 bill surrounding a whole bunch of other bills, and you have a $100 bill. Tammy, sit down. I'll be with you in just a moment. Now, we'll start with James Dusher. Dusher. All right. Now, James, you have a bankroll with $20 bills surrounding other bills, and you can keep that bankroll, or you could trade it away for what's in the box that Chuck just brought down here. What would you like to do? Big Jim?
I'll go for the box.
He goes for the box. The elastic band surrounding this and the $20 bill surrounded nothing but 10 $5 bills. So all we had there was about $70 altogether.
All right.
And for $70, you have traded in for a set of golf clubs. A real great set of golf clubs for you.
It's a set of Pin Seeker golf clubs, custom-made woods, irons, and bag. Investment cast in the finest stainless steel for greater distance accuracy, playability, and quality. From Pin Seeker of California, the set retails for $847.
How about that? $847 set of golf clubs. There you are, my boy. Okay, now, Pat Cattermole. Pat Cattermole, come right over here. You a fisherwoman?
Yes. For tonight.
For tonight,
Yeah.
but not really.
I got my catch.
You got your catch. Oh, very clever. Yes, you got me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring me in. Bring me in. I feel like about a ton of tuna right now. Pat Catterall, you have a $50 bill surrounding some other bills there, and you can keep your money. You can trade for what's behind curtain number 3. Julie is showing it to us.
I'm going to take the back.
You're going to take the curtain. You're going to take the curtain.
Yeah.
The $50 bill, my dear, surrounded 10 other $50 bills, and there was $550 in cash all there for you. And what's behind the curtain for Pat? There's your catch for today. It's a little mini racing car.
Take off on an imaginary speedway in this crew cut racer, a replica of the Indianapolis 500 racing car.
How about that? It's a little replica of an Indianapolis racing car. So Pat has a racing car, James has some golf clubs, and I've got this last young lady, Tammy Anderson. How does it go now? If you knew what I knew, what they're thinking of. Tammy.
Oh, that's
Tammy.
it.
You remember that?
Yes.
Isn't that nice?
My favorite movies.
Is it really? Good. Tammy Anderson, you have a $100 bill starting you off, right? And more bills wrapped up underneath that. We have a big box on the display floor.
Oh,
Julie says, would you like to buy it? Or do you want to keep your dough?
I'm going to keep the money.
Keeps the money. Wants the money. Turns down the box. What was in the box? You were wrong, because this time you should have gone for the box. Look at those 2 great appliances.
From Gibson, a microwave oven with digital timer defrost settings, solid-state variable power control, and Gibson's Tempest Sensor Cooking Probe gives you dependable, cool, clean, fast-paced cooking. It retails for $499. And for quick and tasty meals, Kraft macaroni and cheese dinners with a cheese taste that you know kids enjoy. You know they're going to like it. Then for storing your foods, a Gibson food freezer with generous 16 cubic foot capacity, adjustable fast freezing shelves, slide-out basket, and Gibson's adjustable cold control. It retails for $429. So the total value of this deal is $938.
$938. That was the good deal because the $100 surrounds 10 $1 bills and you end up with $110.
I can use it.
But you can use
I
it.
sure can.
And you got something anyhow
did.
as a little
Thank
souvenir.
you.
Thank you, Tammy Anderson. Thank you, Pat Cameron and James Ducher. We shall now go into the big deal of the day, which is worth $4,203. And let's see what happens when we go back to our contestants who won something. Now, George and Marie Mao won $2,107 worth of merchandise. Would they trade it for a chance to double it to $4,200? Or are they going to keep what they've got? Going to keep it or trade it? They're going to keep what they've got. Pat Cameron, you have that little miniature racing car. Do you want to keep it or trade away for a big deal? She's going to trade. We have one, and James Ducher has the golf clubs worth $847. I don't think he was a golfer the way he was looking at that, so I think he'll probably say...
Yes.
And he said yes. The big deal comes up in just a minute. All right, the big deal is worth $4,203. It could be behind door number 1 or 2 or door number 3. Pat Cameron traded away that miniature racing car and she wants door number... Two. And James Ducher trades away the golf clubs and wants...
Number 1.
Number 1, and nobody takes door number 3. Let's take a look at door number 3 and see what was turned down. Well, there was money in the cookie jar. How much money today? Maggie, there was $271, and had you gone for it, you'd have traded down considerably, wouldn't you? All right, so you want door number 2, you want door number 1, and door number 1 is the one we're going to see for Jim Ducher right now. Jimmy, let's take a look and see what we have. It looks like you got a vacation, Jim, to Mexico.
Jet flight for 2 via Mexicana, the airline more people fly to Mexico. Golden Aztec luxury service and the friendly feeling of Mexico the minute you board. Mexicana, more of what you go to Mexico for. And your flight will take you to fantastic Acapulco. You'll spend an unforgettable week at the Paraíso Marriott Hotel, one of the world's finest resort hotels. 22 stories of elegance and hospitality with a colorful Mexican touch. Furnished by Marriott Hotels. So far, a vacation valued at $2,110.
Because we add $400 in tipping money, making the total value $2,510. Have a wonderful vacation. And I hope you got somebody to take with you on that vacation, do you? You'll find someone. Right you will. All right, my dear Pat, I guess you know now that you got the big deal of the day, and it's behind door number 2. Let's see what we have for you. Look at that dining room.
Spring Lake by Bassett. This contemporary dining room features china base and hutch, rectangular table and 4 chairs, all in a Tahoe oak finish by Bassett. It sells for $1,084. And for the finishing touch, a beautiful service for 12 of carnation dinnerware by Toll. This set of quality earthenware is hand-painted Italian faience and features designs dating back to the 17th century from Sigma, the taste setters, a Toll company. It's worth $1,641. Now, to entertain you and your guest after dinner, look what else we're adding. A big new color TV. It's a 28-inch Sony Trinitron color console television, hand finished in this superbly styled pecan wood cabinet. It features the energy-saving Alpha chassis. TV never looked so good. From Sony of Canada, the total value of this big deal is $4,203.
You wanted to get a catch today. You got your catch, didn't you? And you got some beautiful gifts. Enjoy them all. Thank you, Pat Cameron. She's a happy lady. She's a happy lady, and we're happy for her. Oh, I've got to make an apology. Do you remember the other day we were talking about Superman, and I said I remembered that Edward G. Robinson and Claire Trevor were in some series seems like Superman. They were on another called The Big Page or something like that. Was it front page? No, it wasn't front page. But we'll ask Steve. He's older than all of us, and he'll remember. But I just want to apologize to all you people out there who ran to your writing desks to write me a letter and saying, no, they weren't working at the Daily Planet. I know that. All right. All right. Talking about that, has anybody got a newspaper here on the trading floor? I'll give you $200 for a newspaper. You don't have a newspaper. Anybody got a recipe? Who's got the first person that has a recipe? You have a recipe. Give me. Is there a recipe or a menu?
Menu.
No, I want a recipe. Who's got a recipe? You got a recipe. Good. 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 I'm going to give you $50 for the recipe. And then... Huh? I'm going to have to wait? How long will I have to wait, Ann? Well, then I'll make a speech. You know, we make these quick deals, and even after we go off the air, we complete the deals that we started here. So when you see the credits rolling, we're talking, and then all of a sudden it's bye-bye, it doesn't stop here. We stay with these people to make sure they get all the money. $50 for a recipe. You got it. You just wrote it down. Good, because if it's a meat dish, I'll make it $100 instead of $50. Does it have tomato in the recipe? I'll add another $100. It doesn't? And what has it got in it?
It's for bran muffins.
Has it got bran in it, Ann? Oh, thank goodness. I found her with something. Show it to me, Ann. I'll give you $100 right now. Where is it, Ann? She's telling me to take your time. I'm not going. All right, while she's looking for that, I will let you. Do you have a lipstick with you, Olive? Yes. Show me the lipstick and I'll give you $20. Then if you have a second lipstick, I'll give you $50. If you have a third lipstick, I'll give you $100. That'll be $170 for you. There is the recipe. Where's the bran? Where's the bran?
Oh, good grief. 1.5 cups of bran.
Oh, I thought this was 1.5 cups of ham. I thought you were making ham muffins. Ann Harper, I was just teasing with you. $100 for Ann. Here we go. All right. Now, where are those lipsticks? Here's one. That's the first. That's for 20. The second one's for 50. The third one's for 100. Here's the second one. That's for 50 now. The third one's for 100. And then you'd have $170, Olive. That's Olive Pinot. You don't know. Keep looking, because it's going to be worth an extra $100 to you. You're up to $70 so far, which I'll be very happy to pay you in the meantime, okay? Here you are. Here's the 70, and if you find another one, just holler at me, will you? Okay. Very, very good. Oh, and here are your lipsticks back. I don't need the lipstick, too. No, I don't need lipstick. Very good. Let me see now. Are you wearing your T-shirt? $50 because he's wearing a T-shirt. If it's any other color besides white, I'll make it $100. What color is it?
Accommodations for Let's Make a Deal are provided by the Holiday Inn Harborside in Vancouver, a beautiful 21-story luxury downtown hotel overlooking the harbor.
You're a mechanic. Well, I've seen some mechanics who work at restaurants. At least it ends up tasting that way, right? All right, so we got $100 in the hands of Jemmy Terapaki. And did you find that third lipstick over here, Olive Pinot?
Yeah,
well, $70 is better than nothing, right? And Ann Harper...
Chuck Chandler speaking. Let's Make a Deal is a Stephen Haydas Monty Hall production in association with Catalina Productions.
Today.